Go ahead.
A lot of guys got going offensively in this game. What did you make of the offensive process and the way you guys scored the ball tonight?
Did a lot of good things on offense. I thought, for the period of the entire game, did a very good job making transition, getting back, not giving them a lot of transition points. I mean, they're top 2 or 3 in the league, very lethal. And, holding these guys to 105 is doing a really solid job defensively. So, look, Siakam was great. Mathurin was great. Nembhard got us off to a great start defensively and made big baskets down the stretch. Ethan Thompson, what a great job. I talked to him this morning and told him to be ready. With Shep out, we need that other guy. And decided to start him in the second half. He was just very steady and played a very good all-around game.
You tell a guy like that to be ready, and then he ends up at 34 and a half minutes, which is second for you guys. I think he played almost 26 in a row. I mean, what did you like about the things he was doing, even maybe compared to what you hoped he did in this game?
Well, you said 26 in a row. There was halftime.
All but 10 seconds. Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, look, he played a lot. But he's been playing. He's been playing G League with Miami. Miami's going to have a well-conditioned team. He did not look tired. And so, look, I told him to be ready this morning. We had a bunch of our interns here so that they could play full court with Quentin Jackson. I called over here to our trainer, and they had just started playing full court, and Ethan was in the game, and I told our trainer to pull him out of the game because he's a good chance he's going to play tonight. So these guys played 4 pickup games today, in the United Center. So that may have been the most important phone call of the day, of the week, But happy for the kid. He's we're just getting to know him, and he's got great, all the background information on him is wonderful. I talked to J.J. Barea 2 nights ago after the Denver game. He's very familiar with him from the Puerto Rican national team, and said that we would really like him. And he really came through for us.
So you mentioned Pascal and Ben to start, but just what impressed you about just their efficiency, and obviously both of them made some big outside shots. But Pascal seemed like he was really going with the mid-range. Just what did you like about how each of them approached this one, with how they were able to get going on both ends, and both of those guys defended pretty well as well. What did you like about just how they both approached tonight?
Well, both of them kind of got going in transition early, and so that's key to get an early bucket or whatever. Ben's first bucket, we were in the process of calling a set play, and then drew through to him, and he beat his guy and laid it in. Which was an important play and got him off to a good start on a 27-point night or whatever he had, 28. So look, we wore Pascal out in the fourth quarter. He just he got the ball in the right places. He got the ball in the basket. He got to the free throw line. Made it hard for them to come back. So it was great. And first road win. Been a rough stretch. That feels good for these guys and all of us. And so we got a couple of days now. We got to regroup on Sunday and get ready for Monday.
But you just mentioned Quentin. How's he coming along? Quentin Jackson.
He's doing better. He's doing better. I don't think Monday's in the cards. Maybe at the end of next week, maybe the game Friday, he could be ready. We'll have some practice time between now and then, so we'll see what's what. But he is doing better and progressing.
I want to ask about Drew real quick. You mentioned him defensively. I think he helped Giddey went 2 of 9. I think he draws that assignment most of the time. Just what did you like about how he was able to really stop him from getting down, going, and getting to the ring?
Andrew Nembhard's one of the best defenders in the world. It's as simple as that. Whether you're talking about on the ball or off the ball, in this case, Giddey's one of the hardest guys to guard. I mean, he's a triple-double machine. They play super fast and create a lot of space with shooting fives and everything else. And he did some job of busting over screens, getting square, and making it difficult. So a lot of elements right now have to be in place for us to, be an effective road team against a team like Chicago. And Drew was tremendous. Pascal was tremendous. Mathurin was great. We talked about Thompson. I thought our centers played very well. Jay protected the rim again and hit some big shots. And Isaiah's very active. And look, TJ played well. Matthews hit a huge shot in the fourth quarter. We needed everybody.
You have, I think, 3 games only over the next almost 2 weeks after a pretty packed November schedule because of the NBA cup. Do you view this as an opportunity to either reset or practice more, or something after that long packed schedule?
Yeah, it's a similar situation to last year. There's a pretty significant chunk of time early next week and then the following week as well. So plus we have a 2-day break here, and so we'll see what Sunday looks like. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of an annual thing now with all the teams. Everybody waits to, is trying to get into the cup finals and all that kind of stuff. But then you're waiting to see, if you don't qualify, you're waiting to see, who you play when. And there is some variation as to which days that can be. So we have Friday, Sunday, which is fine, which is fine. So we've got to take the best advantage of it that we can.
So I think I was just more locked in and understood certain parts of the game where I had to really lock in, get over screens, stuff like that.
When you said you're talking about just being more organized, I guess elaborate a little bit. I mean, what do you feel like you guys? How were you more organized tonight? What were some things that you guys were more disciplined about?
Understanding when to be opportunistic in transition and when to cool off and maybe set something up to get a good look that's a little more processed throughout the clock.
Mm-hmm. So what impressed you about just Pascal and Bennedict and just the shots that they made? Pascal
Was just steady throughout the game. Someone we relied on throughout the game, just consistent buckets. And then Ben didn't force; it just came to him nicely. Mm-hmm. And he can score the ball, make shots.
Just how big is it just to get a road win, just to finally get one of those on the board? First one, yeah.
Man, feels good. Yeah.
Thanks, Drew. I appreciate it. Drew just said we felt like you guys made a more point to have a little bit more organization out there, guys be a little bit more deliberate about, when you were attacking transition, when you guys were slowing it up. Just what did you like about how just the offense worked as a whole tonight?
I think we did a pretty good job. I think that the ball was flowing a little bit more. We were able to knock down some shots. He was phenomenal. He was able to get a bucket every time down the floor. So it's pretty much what we need from him.
What worked for you shooting wise? Obviously 6 out of 11. Just what you like about the rhythm?
Dang.
What's that?
I said, dang. It was going in there. Going in. I work very hard. So God bless. The shots went in. Looking forward to do it again on Monday.
You and Jay connected quite a few times tonight. What's it been like with the new center working through where each other's spots are, how playing off each other, things like that?
Got to get my assist up. I told him, man, if you want the ball, you got to roll. You know what I'm saying? You got to pop once in a while. So, just being able to stay connected with the team. We have a lot of different guys on the team who bring different values on the team. So, pretty much just about keep staying locked, knowing each other's strengths, and moving forward.
You guys didn't have Ethan 6 days ago. Today he's playing 34 minutes for you guys. What impressed you about all of that performance that he gave you?
You got the chance to play, man. You got to make the most out of it. He stepped in. He was pretty confident, so it's what we need from him, just to go out there and give us a boost. I'm super happy for him, man. Just being able to get the opportunity to go out there and show out in front of the people and actually playing well. So on both sides of the ball.
All right.
think so. Rick said that today he literally called over to get you out of a pickup game with Quentin. What was just what was that like basically? I mean, just what was it like just to hear that and then getting on the floor tonight and sticking there? Just what it all.
Definitely. We had a shoot around and then the stay ready group after getting ready to play, and then they pulled me off the court. Said there's a chance we might be playing tonight. So obviously that's anything that I wanted to hear, and guys have been doing a good job of keeping me on track so I could try to make this transition as smooth as possible. So shout out to them for keeping me prepared, and then just trying to stay ready and make the most of the opportunity.
I do actually. What in the world was that move you made in the first half? The spin move, step back.
It's something I've been working on. I don't know how to explain it, but shout out to Penny Hardaway.
It seemed like you were able to just sort of get a comfort level within a few possessions. It seemed like you get out there and it seemed like it took you a minute to figure it out, but especially the way these guys play, the free-flowing nature of it, what did it take to kind of get a rhythm with them and get an understanding of who you're operating with?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as soon as, I got the call from my agent, I try to watch as much film on the team as possible, and then the staff has done a good job as well of, being able to teach me concepts offensively, defensively, and then the players as well walking me through stuff, talking me through stuff, and then when I make a mistake, they correct me and get me right back on track. So I do appreciate that, and it's making it a lot smoother than if I was out here just trying to figure it out on my own. So shout out to them.
What the first three goes in, and what goes through your mind at that point? I mean, you had a shot before, and you said that eased you a little bit, but when you're in a game that counts at a time that counts, and you hit one, just what did that feel like, and how did that get you?
Definitely. Seeing one goes in definitely kind of calms the nerves a little bit, and kind of be like, okay, I'm here now, like let's hoop. But definitely shout out to Jay for making that pass out of the pocket, and I was able to knock it down.
Has what just happened hit you yet? I mean, you weren't on a team 6 days ago, and then you have a game like that when you're called upon in your first, rotation opportunity.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, definitely, just trying to stay. This is something that I've worked for a long time, and when the opportunity comes, you just surrender the moment to God and let Him do the rest. So that's what I've what's keeping me level for sure.
What was it like walking off? You do radio interview, and people are chanting Mr. Thompson from the crowd. What does that feel like?
I mean, it's a great feeling, but all glory to God for sure. But definitely, a situation that I've been working towards, and I'm glad I'm here for this opportunity.
Do you get? I mean, you were basically in for 18 straight minutes. I mean, does that hit you while it's happening? Do you get a sense, and do you get a sense of the faith that you're getting out of that, and then getting to start the second quarter? How does that all play into your mindset as you're playing, and kind of understand the man like Rick's really, letting me go here?
No, definitely. I mean, that gives me all the confidence in the world. I feel like, that I was doing, the right things, you know what I mean? So, and then for him to have that belief in me and that faith in me to, keep me out there for that long stint, and then to play me the minutes that he did, again, grateful for the opportunity, and just trying to stay ready, so yeah.
Did you have a moment or play where you finally felt settled in? Was it that first made shot? Was it a defensive play?
Yeah, I think it was the assist to P in transition. I think that seeing him hit that shot off of my pass, I think that's something that settled me for sure.